Hey there, I'm Benjamin from Lovestarter. In this video, I'm going to answer a question from you, one of my subscribers on YouTube. The question is from Vikas, and it's, how can we check the bounce rate for our website in an app and web property in Google Analytics? Okay, so if you're just getting started, the first thing you want to check is if you're using a standard property or an app and web property in Google Analytics. If you're not sure, then check out my extra resources in the description below this video. Now to answer the question, let's head to Google Analytics. As we'll see in a moment, Google has introduced new engagement metrics in app and web properties. These are designed to replace metrics like bounce rate, bounces, and time on page. Before we open an app and web property, I want to show you what's available in a standard property. We're currently looking at the Google Analytics demo account, which is a standard property, and I'm going to select Behavior, then Site Content, and then All Pages. This report shows us all of the pages that have been tracked on the website, and we can see bounce rate, which is the percentage of sessions that contain a single page view. We can see the bounce rate for each page, and this helps us to understand how people engage with each of our pages. The first page in the report has a bounce rate of 42%. This tells us that almost half of the people viewing this page leave before viewing another page on the website. Okay, so now let's head to my demo app and web property. Let's start by selecting Behavior. Now let's select View Pages and Screens. This report shows us all of the pages on our website, and we can see different metrics across the top of the table. This is similar to the All Pages report we were looking at in the standard property. We can see views, users, new users, and other metrics for each of the pages in the report. However, we can't see bounce rate, and this is because Google has introduced new engagement metrics to help us understand the performance of our content. In this report, we can see average engagement time, which is one of these new metrics. There are additional engagement metrics that we can use, so let's create a new exploration report to view them. To do this, we start by selecting Analysis, and then Exploration. I'm going to name the report Engagement. Now we need to click the plus sign next to Dimensions. And I'm going to enable Page Title and Screen class. However, you could also create your report using Page Path. And then I'm going to click Apply. This lets us use the dimension in our report. Now we can select Page Title and drag it to replace the default dimension under Rows. I'm going to remove the dimension under Columns because I want a simple table for this report. Now we need to click the plus sign next to Metrics. I'm going to enable Engaged Sessions per user, and Engagement Rate. These are the new metrics that are automatically available in app and web properties. They're designed to replace bounce rate, bounces, and time on page. And now I'm going to enable Sessions. Now I'm going to click Apply. This makes the metrics available so I can use them in my report. We can now select and drag each of these metrics under Values to add them to our table. We can now see engagement rate for the content on our website. This is designed to replace bounce rate, but I need to highlight some important differences since they are not the same metric. If we hover over engagement rate, we can see the definition for the metric. It tells us it is the number of engaged sessions divided by the total number of sessions. so it's a bit like a non-bounce rate metric. The other thing to highlight is that an engaged session is any session where someone views at least 2 pages, or spends at least 10 seconds on a page, or completes a conversion event on the page. This means it's a much broader definition compared to bounce rate. That's it. So that's how you can understand user engagement in Google Analytics app and web properties. You can use the engagement rate metric along with engaged sessions per user, and engagement time. And remember that engagement rate is not the same as bounce rate, since anybody who spends at least 10 seconds on a page will be reported as an engaged user. Are you using an app and web property in Google Analytics? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and hit the like button so I know to make more videos like this. See you next time.